everyone, today is Friday the 17th. Thank you for watching another one of my what I eat in a days. I'll show you what I had for breakfast, for lunch, for snacks. And then for dinner we're gonna make some potato wedges, because potato wedges are good. Potato wedges, anything potato in my book is good. So we're gonna do that, and I'm gonna walk you through a day of steps in how to make a sourdough bread. So let's get to it. Okay, so I don't normally get very hungry in the mornings, and I wasn't very hungry today, so I had 2 of these lovely oranges for breakfast. Okay, mixing in the salt, like so. And we're just going to distribute the salt all the way through the dough. Might do a few stretch and folds, slap and folds. Show you what that looks like, just to get everything mixed together. Okay, I forgot to show one step. I've done a stretch and fold once already. Now I'm going to do another one after about 45 minutes. So all you do is wet your hand slightly, and then you're going to pick up one side, stretch it out and fold it over, and then just go, oh god, level, push. I'm going to try and do this all the way around the dough. And this will develop the strength of the dough, the gluten. I'm going to continue to this and I'll come back after a sec because this is really hard. Okay, I've done 2 circles around, and then this is what you're looking for, just to have kind of those seams across the dough. And then we're going to put the towel, damp towel, or a plastic bag or shower cap, whatever you have, back over it and put it in a good spot somewhere that's warm, and come back to it in 45 minutes or less. Okay, so it's 15 minutes later. I've just done some coil folds, and this is how the dough is looking right now. It's nice and smooth. It's got a few fermentation bubbles, so we'll let it sit for another probably 45 minutes again. Oh. This is very exciting. This package just arrived, and I think I know what it is. But let's see if I'm correct. Oh yeah. Come to mom. Alright, proving harder than I thought. Yeasty goodness. I bought beer yeast because it's cheaper. But it's yeast and it tastes nice. Okay, lunch is served. I've got some fresh lettuce, some tomato, pickled carrots, avocado, roasted chickpeas with some tomato puree, and what else? Olive oil, some balsamic vinegar, salt and pepper. Yep, that's it. This is already going swimmingly. I had a snack. I didn't show you. It was the rest of the chickpeas that I put in the salad. With some nutritional yeast. So, yeah. I had that. What else? A tea. Boring. But delicious. Okay, another 50 minutes have passed. So we're gonna do another set of stretch and folds. Stretch and fold. See, that looks nice and smooth, and it is definitely fermenting, growing in size. I'll do a few more and then let it rest, and then I'm going to check back in 30 minutes. So this is a video of me doing a few sets of extra stretch and folds, and yep, it's longer than it should have to be, and also excuse all the mess that is in my kitchen. So yeah, she's doing the same thing as you saw before. Okay, this is 5 hours into the fermentation process, also known as the bulk rise, and what I'm gonna do here is you make sure your surface is clean and you tip your dough out onto the surface, and then once you get the bowl lifted, your dough should be on the counter, if I ever manage to get it out. So yeah, you let this dough rest for like a minute or two, and then you move on to the pre-shaping. And then another thing that I was saying here before in this video, but the sound was a bit weird, that's why I'm re-recording, is when you're deciding when your dough is ready to pre-shape and to do a final bulk in the fridge for anywhere from 12 to like 24 hours, is you want to look at the size increase, which is about 30%. What you're looking for is like it's nice and happy and it's grown, but it hasn't grown too much, because that means it's over fermented and your bread can sink when it's in the oven or it's going to be too sour. There's a load of things that can kind of happen when you let it over ferment. It'll still be fine, but yeah, so you're looking for an increase, but not like a double in size, which you see with yeasted recipes. Okay, this is me doing a pre-shape, which you've let your dough rest for a little bit, and then you take all the sides and fold them up kind of like an envelope into itself, and then you tip the dough over and you kind of twist it around itself, and you're just getting some tension on that surface. As you can see, it's like smoothing over, and the tension creates that tight ball of dough. So that's what you're looking for here, and then you're gonna let it rest 15-30 minutes more. Okay, time to do the final shape. This is where you give the dough some more structure. You make sure that it's in its final shape. It's called a final shape. Good morning, Amber. And this is the last work you're going to do on the actual dough before it goes into the oven tomorrow. So you lay the dough out, you spread it out a little, and then again you're going to turn the sides onto itself like kind of like an envelope. And then, so that's 3 sides, and then it's the 4th side, and you twist it over. Normally turn it around. Try not to get too much flour on that bottom side. And then you stitch the sides over each other. And then you take the lower side, or the bottom of the dough, and you roll it into itself. And that's going to create that tension. That's going to create a nice structure on the inside of the dough. And again, you kind of twist it around to build the tension on that surface. And it should feel nice and jiggly, as I'm trying to show you here. Yeah, and then you put it in the basket or in the banneton, and yeah, you put it in the fridge, and it should be there until you're ready to bake. Oh, I do another set of stitches. Yeah, and you put it in the fridge and you leave it there until you're ready to go and bake this bread, which I am going to do in the morning. And this is what it looks like before you put it into the fridge. All right, so I just chopped up these potatoes, which this is way too much. Classic move. Anyway, I've left the skin on some because they're organic. And hello, focus. Excuse me? Okay. Left the skin on some because they're organic, and then the other ones were old, and I peeled them. I'm gonna let these soak in some cold water for however long I want. Basically, sometimes like 30 minutes. I do a bit shorter. It's just to rinse off some of the starch. And I've heard that cold water helps crisp them up. So let's see if that's, well, I don't know. Maybe it's true. I guess it is. Yeah. So get your water on. Yeah, actually rinse them once to get the first layer of starch. See how it's a bit murky? Rinse them once, then soak them. All right, strain them and then put them on a clean dish towel to make sure you pat them all dry and make sure they're dry. All right, we're mixing some potato wedges. We're mixing the potato wedges with some spices like paprika, salt, pepper, probably some za'atar. I want to say some chili flakes and some oregano and some olive oil. All right, putting these in the oven at 220 Celsius. I just put the potatoes in the oven, as you saw, and then we'll make some salad to go with our potatoes. Just improvising. This is what cooking most days is like, right? You just throw a bunch of stuff together, hope it comes out right. So yeah, let's give that a go. Okay, in addition to our Louvre potato wedges, I'm gonna make a little salad. We got these in the veggie delivery. What are these? Like big fat spring onions? I don't know what you call those. Got some of these red peppers, Got some sweet corn, a yellow pepper, lettuce, and then I think, yeah, I'll do tomato. And I made, oh God, I made a jar of pickled carrots, so I'll put some of those in there. That should be fun. And then, yeah, I think that's just what we'll have tonight. All right, potatoes are ready. So just grabbing these out of the oven. Okie dokie, dinner is done. Gonna dig into this on the sofa with some Netflix. And so, bon appetit, wherever you are. And thanks for watching. See you next time. All right, it's the next morning and the dough is ready for baking. So we're going to take it out, get your parchment paper, something to put the dough on, and get your lame or a razor blade, anything to score the dough, and a little brush, and make sure you have your oven mitts. And then we're going to pop her into the oven to 260 with your... We're going to transfer the dough onto here and then score the top. That's what she looks like. Let's see if I can score. I'm not going to do it with one hand. There she is. I'm going to transfer her to the Dutch oven. All right, so this is what it looks like when you put the dough into the Dutch oven. You're just going to leave it like this, put the lid on, and then put it in your oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then after that, you will remove the lid and let it bake for a bit longer. So this is what it looks like after the first 20 minutes. It's all puffed up, which is good. That's what we want. And then you close the oven and you turn the temperature down and let it sit. Well, let the dough bake for another 15 to 20 minutes. And that's it. You're done. You've baked a bread. Yay!